We are gonna do a 24-hour box fort in the woods challenge, you guys. Oh man, this is gonna be a super awesome, spooky time in the woods. So, you guys ready for a story? It's about two boys. They lived kind of out in the woods. They all went up one night. We're gonna make fire using friction, you guys, the primitive way. There was a flickering light. All of a sudden, the door closed. This is flint and steel right here, okay? And then, as if appearing out of nowhere, oh, there we go. All right, you guys, we got the fire going here. The old man stepped out from the shadow. He said, "I've been expecting you." What is on your face?
A praying mantis. You're a praying face, but you don't want to be.
Darren has a praying mantis on his face. Wow.
My eye.
Is it ow? He's got your eye. Is that your new pet?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And Axel also caught this awesome little garter snake here. Western garter snake.
Go let it go.
Alright, we're gonna let the garter snake go. Here you go, garter snake. See you later. What is up, adventurers? Welcome to today's adventure. Today we are gonna do something really cool, you guys. We are going to build an awesome box fort. But first, I'd like to go ahead and thank the sponsor for today's video. This video is a paid sponsorship, and this is our first ever paid sponsorship on the Axel Show, you guys. Did you know that? Yeah, our first ever paid sponsorship. We've had a hard time finding companies that we'd like to partner with, and EnviroKidz is definitely one of them. So thank you, EnviroKidz, and we'll talk more about the company later. But first, we gotta get going, you guys. We gotta get going on making our box fort, because we are gonna do a 24-hour box fort in the woods challenge, you guys. And it is getting dark. The sun has gone down behind the mountains, you guys. And we gotta get out into the woods to find a place where we're gonna build our box fort. Are you ready? All right, let's do it. And thanks to Uncle Boone here, our adventure mobile is working. It was broke down for a second, but he fixed it up. Thank you, Uncle Boone. You guys ready to go find the spot in the woods?
Yeah.
All right, you guys, we're gonna head up to the woods and find the spot to build our box fort. Come on, let's go. All right, you guys, we had to drive a ways, but we made it. We were way up in the forest by the old abandoned log where we found the military box here. Remember that? Yeah. And we think this is a good spot to make our box fort. It's getting dark, isn't it?
We could put some branches from here to there, and then we set up all of
Yes, yeah, that's a great idea. So you guys, we're talking about running some branches, some big ones from here to here to this tree, and then other branches to like right there, and then to there.
I'm tired.
You're tired?
Yeah.
Already?
Are you?
Yeah, well, we better get our box fort built, you guys. So we're gonna build a box fort here, and then we're gonna sleep in here at night. And Uncle Boone's gonna help us too. We gotta go get him.
He's spending the night.
And he's spending the night, yeah. Yeah, you guys. We're gonna make fire using friction, you guys. The primitive way. Last time yes, with a bow drill, yeah. Last time, you guys, we did a 24-hour box fort deal. We used flint and steel to make our fire. But this time, we're gonna use a bow drill. Yeah, you ever seen that? You ever seen anybody do that on TV? Rub two sticks together and make a fire? We're gonna do that, baby.
He's a wild man. He has his shoes on.
He's a wild man. He's taking it. Yeah, there you go. Feel the earth with your feet. And then, you guys, we're gonna tell stories by the campfire.
Yes!
You know, some freaky stories?
Yes.
But first, you guys, we gotta get the box fort built. So let's go get the boxes and all the tools and the duct tape and everything. And let's head back up here with Uncle Boone. Let's do it. Come on. You getting your plan drawn up for the box fort, Axel?
That's the fire pit, and that's the tree growing out of the nurse log, which is a pine tree, because you can see by that. And then that's the nurse log, and then that's the other tree.
Okay. Yeah, you guys having a plan is important. All right, you guys, so it is already dark out here. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, this is the hole that we found the military box in, and we are burying this hole, so this is gonna be a part of where we're gonna sleep tonight. So while Uncle Boone buries that, I'm gonna head on over here and check out what Axel and Darren are doing. Darren's got a machete. What are you doing, chopping down those bushes for our fireplace? All right, you guys, so these bushes are all in the way. We're chopping them down because we're gonna have a fireplace right here. We gotta have all these bushes out of the way. Whoa, so they don't catch on fire. Darren's got his headlamp on there. And what are you doing, Axel?
Chopping away at this. I'm trying to chop it right here so I can make a spear.
All right, you guys, so just a reminder, never, ever, ever use knives or machetes or sharp objects unless there's an adult present telling you it's okay, and be safe, you guys. Hole covered up.
about.
Nice. You guys, it is so dark out here. Look at that. See that? Oh man, this is gonna be a super awesome spooky time in the woods. All right, Darian's got this place cleared out, you guys. You're doing great. Axel's got his machete. Now, I don't want you guys close to each other using those machetes, okay? There you go, Axel. Perfect.
There.
Nice work. Awesome. Yeah, it takes a team to build a box fort at night, you guys. Ah, there you go. And that'll be firewood for tonight, right? Okay, you guys, so we have our fire area ready over there, but now we gotta figure out what we're gonna do here for the box fort. We talked about it earlier.
This place is creepy.
Yeah, you guys, the forest can seem like a creepy place at night because it's dark and there's noises you're not aware of. Well, what is that noise? Oh, what's that? What's that? But really, it's not creepy. It's actually really, really cool to be in the forest at night. But it can seem creepy though, all the same. All right, you guys, so Axel has said he has 2 ideas. So plan number 1 is what?
The same thing we were just talking about.
Okay, the branch idea. What's plan number 2?
Plan number 2 is we dig a giant pit and put a box in it and sleep right there.
Well, who's gonna dig?
Me.
All right, let's go with idea number 1. All right, you guys, so what we need right now is a really long branch, okay? A really long branch that'll span that area.
Daddy, we can cut that down maybe?
Yeah, so we don't want to cut any live trees down if we can help it, okay? We want to protect the environment around here. Let's go find a dead branch. I'm sure we can find something. Hey, I know where a branch is. I saw one on the way in. Come on, let's go check it out. Okay, Darian's thinking of an idea. Well, we're gonna go find this branch, okay? So here's our boxes right here. I went to a place earlier and got these boxes. Check this out, you guys. So I am at my local hardware store, and they leave all these boxes right here for someone to come pick up for recycling. But they also let people like me pick these boxes up so we can do fun things with my kids with it, like Axel and Darian. And then, when we're done with them, we take them to the recycling center. You guys can do this too. Maybe go ask your local hardware store if they have some boxes you can borrow for a while, and then you can take them to the recycling center. Yeah, you guys, I loaded these boxes up in my truck, and now we can use them for a box fort, and then we'll recycle them afterwards. Me and Uncle Boone, we're gonna go find a branch. So I saw a branch over here. Let's see. Ah, there it is, right there. Look at that, you guys. This thing is really long. Yeah. All right, there we go. Let's carry this over. You guys, this is so fun. Being in the woods at night, it can be spooky, but man, it's exciting. What did you say, Axel?
Maybe we could use the moss for pillows.
For pillows, yeah. Yeah, you guys, I bet that's what our ancestors used for pillows, is moss sometimes. Maybe they stuffed it up underneath their head to sleep at night before they made pillows. All right, Uncle Boone, set that tree up there. And look at that, you guys. Check it out. All right, we just need a little bit of duct tape right there. We'll hold that up. All right, so Darren, what's your idea?
So maybe we could use this tree right here to hold the boxes up?
Yes, that's a great idea. Okay, so you guys, Darren has an idea. We need a solution for this side over here. So we're gonna use this tree right here to stand up the boxes. All right, everybody, come get some boxes. Come on, Axel. Yeah. They are the box carriers. I was thinking that this time we wouldn't have a roof because making a roof is so difficult, and also I want to be able to look up at the stars. You can see them through the trees a little bit, and the moon over there. Darian wants a roof over his head. All right, well maybe we'll make a little roof for Darian.
Daddy.
All right, so Axel and Darian are holding up this stick here, this branch, while Uncle Boone tapes it to the tree. So you guys, we are using this duct tape, and this is not a natural material. Oh. There you go.
But when we're finished, we're gonna take it off.
Yes, when we're finished, we're gonna take it down and we're gonna throw the duct tape away, and we're gonna recycle these boxes here. All right, Axel, you can let go now. That'll hold just fine. All right, you guys, so for this side, we just need to tape a little bit of tape right there and hold it up like that because the nursing log, as you can see over there, is holding it up. Ah, Uncle Boone's already got one piece of this wall up.
Where's my pocket?
Hey, I think that'll work. We just need to get some duct tape. And this end right here, you guys, I'm just gonna use the log itself. See that? It's just wedged into the nurse log right there. That'll work perfect. All right, pick up a box there, Darian, and see which one it is. All right, you guys, so I got a pro box fort tip for you. We showed this in our last video, but a lot of the YouTubers who make box forts, you guys, they just buy 4x8 sheets of cardboard. But we went to the recycling center and got ours. And a lot of times you get these smaller boxes, but you can make them into bigger pieces if you tape this little end up right here. So there we go, put that on there, right down through there, and boom, perfect. You guys almost done over here?
Yeah, we just gotta find a door.
Oh, this is great. So we just need a door right here, you guys, and we'll have a doorway right to our fireplace over there.
Cool. perfect.
All right, Darian, looking good. So you guys, me and Darian got our wall going on here. Yeah. This is looking great, man. That was a good idea you had, Darian. Nice work. What'd you find? Oh, Axel found a perfect box for the door here. All right, you guys, so I need to go to the woods and look for some longer sticks because we need to run a span from there to there. That's a really long span. Who's up for going with me into the woods to get some sticks?
Not me.
What? You guys are too scared? Come on. Oh, it's boring. Darian says it's boring. I think maybe he's a little bit frightened.
All right, fine, I'll go.
Oh boy. He's not even scared, I guess. All right, you guys, let's go deep into the woods, find some sticks. Oh, look at this. Hey, let's see. Hey, this one is pretty long. You grab that end. Let's pull.
We found a long one here.
Oh.
A long one.
This thing is really long, you guys. Whoa. All right, you guys, this might work. Okay, set it down. All right, you guys, so instead of camouflage, Axel and Darian are putting moss down where they're gonna sleep right there. That'd be soft bed of moss. Okay, you guys, so we are done with our box fort. Yes, look at this. We got a wall there. That's the front door right there. We found a really long stick here, you guys. That's the one that me and Darian just found a little bit ago. And it reached all the way to that tree over there. And this covered area right here, this is where Axel and Darian are gonna be sleeping, right there. And this is the back door that leads to the fireplace. And there's the stump right there. There's the nursing lock. Are you ready to make a fire? This is one of the most important things. We have to make fire. And we're gonna do it in a really unique way. Okay, you guys, so now we are gonna make a fire. And we're gonna do it in a very primitive way. We're gonna use what's called a bow drill here. Now this is the bow. As you can see, it looks like a bow and arrow, and that's why they call it the bow. And this is the drill. Yep, All right, so this is called a friction fire, you guys, and it's when you rub two objects together and it gets to a point wherever it starts smoking, it gets really hot and it creates a coal, and you can use that coal to get it going to make an ember. We're gonna rub this piece of wood and this piece of wood together using the bow drill. And what Axel's making right here is called a nest. This is made out of really dry material right here, you guys. So this is called the nest, and this is where you put the coal, you guys. You blow on it slowly until you get an ember. Really neat way to make fire. We start with these small sticks here, you guys, and then we end up putting these bigger sticks on there, and then we put even bigger sticks that we have over there on there. But you gotta have your sticks ready. All right, you guys, so this is the nest right here. See, it looks like a little bird's nest, and you dump the coal inside of there whenever it's ready. All right, you guys ready? Back and forth, there you go. There you go, you gotta do it kind of fast. There you go, doing good. There you go. And you'll know it works when you start seeing it smoke.
I can smell it.
You smell that burning? Yep, keep going. Smell it burning? Oh, see it smoking? See the smoke?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's starting to smoke a little bit. Yeah, you guys, the tip of this, see that? It's already burning right there. Yep. All right, let's give it a go again. Okay, let's do it again.
Smoke. Oh, embers. Oh, embers.
Okay, guys, so we almost had it, but my nest got messed up, and so we'll have to try it again, okay?
Do it as much as you can. Get so much smoke.
No. Okay, you guys, so we couldn't do it. You guys, this really gives me an appreciation for our ancestors and how they figured out how to do friction fire. If you think that cavemen were not so smart, you guys, you're wrong. They figured out how to make friction fire, and man, it is very difficult, even for a modern person like me. So you guys, we have something else that's really interesting, and this can help you if you're in a survival situation. This is steel wool right here. If you happen to have any of this on you, and you have some flint and steel, it works really great. This is flint and steel right here, okay? And we're gonna create a spark with it, and we're gonna get that spark to land on the steel wool. Okay, So you gotta use the sharp edge. Like that. Turn it around just like that. Just like that, see? Oh, there we go. Got fire going, you guys. Put sticks on the fire, you guys. Come on. Let's get it going. There we go. All right, perfect. Oh man, you guys, we got fire going. And that was from one strike of that flint and steel. Did you see that, you guys? Axel struck it one time with the steel wool, and we had it like that. Really makes you appreciate the technology we have today. So you guys, it is so moist here that we are having an extremely hard time, even with all these hot coals, to get this fire going. And that just shows you why I couldn't get that going earlier. I've done that friction fire a number of times, you guys. But with this moist air, having a fire is just difficult. The native peoples of the Pacific Northwest had to be masters of fire, you guys, because it gets super moist up here. All right, you guys, we got the fire going here, and we're all fed up. Are you full, Axel?
Yep.
Well, we're about to tell some really cool campfire stories.
It's scary.
Okay? Scary, a little bit scary maybe? Yeah?
Really
okay.
scary.
Really scary? Before we tell our campfire stories, you guys, we want to give a special thank you to our sponsor today.
Panda Puffs.
Panda Puffs is a sponsorship? Yeah, you guys, this is a product that they make, and EnviroKidz is their company, and they are the ones who are sponsoring the show.
They're trying to save pandas. That's what they're doing.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right, Axel. They are trying to save pandas. Now, every animal that they have on their cereal boxes here, they actually donate money to try to save them. And they also donate money to try to save the environment as well. And so not just the pandas, but their environment and your environment as well. So Axel, do you know what a paid sponsorship is? Yeah, you guys. Well, actually, it's when a company pays someone else money, like us.
To sponsor a video?
Yeah, to sponsor a video. Yeah, like us, for instance, in this video. They're giving us some money because they like our show. They think that we're doing something good, and that they feel like their purpose lines up with ours. So, for any parents who are watching, I'll put some links to this company down below, and I really think that they're a great company. If you use these types of products, I think that they are, in my opinion, one of the best companies out there for these products, and they have some really good ingredients in them. So, Axel, do you know what the environment is? What is the environment? And why should we care about the environment?
And, like, if there's no environment, nothing could live.
Yeah, well,
things around you, right?
Yeah. Our environment, you guys, is the place that we live, and the things that are surrounding us. That is our environment. And so most of you guys probably live in the city. Your environment is like cars driving by on freeways and buildings. You go to school. It's your school buildings.
And you live on land.
So most of your environment is like concrete. There might be some trees around and stuff. And some of you guys might live like out in the country though, and like there's lots of trees and like Al. Al. Yeah, he's got a very natural environment there. But you guys, even if you live in a city, you know, one thing that's important is trees. And so even if you live in the city, you get your oxygen from trees that are outside of the city mainly. And EnviroKidz, you guys, Nature's Path, they really care about the environment, and they try to help to make sure that our environment stays healthy for us to live in. Yeah, and we care about that too. And so that's why we thought this would be a good company to partner with. So you guys, do you know what the #1 thing is you can do to care about the environment?
Clean up.
That's one thing you can do to show that you care, is that clean up litter, clean up junk maybe that's at a park or something like that. And we've done that before, right, Axel, with our construction trucks? Yeah, you guys. So there's lots of things you can do to actually help the environment. But the #1 thing you can do, you guys, is to actually get out and immerse yourself in the environment. You can't really know how to care about the environment if you don't actually have an appreciation for it. So when we talk about environment, we're talking about the natural environment.
Like we're in a natural environment right now.
Yes, we are, exactly, yeah.
Well, not as natural as like way deep out in the woods, no cardboard.
Yeah, well, yeah, we got cardboard and duct tape. Yeah, you guys, I highly recommend, maybe next time you have like a family vacation, maybe talk to your parents, be like, hey, maybe we could go camping or something like that. Instead of like going to Disney World, and get out and get in the woods, get out in the wild, and experience nature in its natural beauty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it great to be out here? The fresh air, the stars above us. Can't see the stars because there's too many trees, but so you guys, what if all of these trees were gone?
We would die.
What if everything was just concrete here? You think that would be pretty boring?
Yeah, it would suck.
So you think it's kind of important that we protect this environment that we're in? Yeah, I think so too. There have been so many trees that have been cut down over the past few hundred years. We really need to be careful. Now, we need to cut down some trees because we need homes and other things. But paper, stuff like that, like cardboard, this is made out of trees right here. But that's why it's important that we recycle this cardboard when we're done with it, right? All right, you guys, we just wanted to thank EnviroKidz for sponsoring this video. And for any adults who are interested, I'll put some links down below so you guys can check out their products. So, you guys ready for a story?
Yes.
All right, you guys, so I have a story, okay? It's about two boys. These two boys, they lived kind of out in the woods. All of their friends would tell them ghost stories.
What were their names?
Their names were James and Ash.
And Santa Claus.
And Santa Claus. So James and Ash, they lived way up in the woods, in the mountains.
And that's by the time that Ash hasn't caught Pikachu yet.
Yeah. So, up in the mountains, you guys, and they had friends who lived by them, and their friends would always tell them about this ghost that lived up in the mountains in this old house. And they were so interested in it. They were like, I want to go visit that place. So, they all went up one night, and they brought their flashlights, and they went up to the house. They looked around, and they saw that one of the windows, there was a flickering light. And they thought, what is that? And so they climbed up, and they looked inside, and there they saw a man sitting in a rocking chair by the fire. And then the man turned as soon as they peeked through the window and looked straight at them. He was a really old man, and he looked right at them. And they didn't know whether he saw them or not, but they knew that he knew that something was there. And so they ducked down really quick, and they ran all the way back to their house through the woods. And they fell a couple times on the way back. They were so scared. So they went back home, and they crawled into their beds because they had snuck out. Their parents actually didn't know that they were gone. And they crawled back into their beds, and they went to sleep. The next day, they got up. They went over there and talked to their friends again. They said, hey, that ghost that you were telling us about, that's a real person that lives up there. And their friends were like, no, it's a ghost. It may have looked like a real person, but it was a ghost. They didn't know what to believe now. So they decided that they were going to go up and try to have another look. This time, they would bring their friends. They talked their friends into going up and visiting the next night. They all got together and snuck out of their beds and went up to the top. What they didn't know whether it was a man or a ghost that lived inside of the house. And they saw the same flickering light. And they went up to the window and they peeked up. There was no one there. There was just a chair facing the fire, but no one was in it. And one of the boys, who was way braver than all the rest, said, I'm gonna go inside. And he went over to the door, and sure enough, the door was open, just a crack. Oh, he opened the door and he walked inside. He didn't see anything. He walked over to the kitchen. Nothing there.
What was the boy's name, Jay?
It was James that walked inside. James walked inside. He went to the kitchen, and he looked, and he didn't see anything. And he went over to the fireplace, and he didn't see anything. And he turned around, and Ash was peeking his head through the door. And he said, hey, Ash, psst, come here. And so Ash reluctantly walked through the door and went inside. And so Ash and James were in the house. And they went to the fire and looked around, and they didn't see anything. And then, all of a sudden, they heard the door closed. They looked over, and they didn't see anything. How did that door close, they said. Oh no. So they went over to try to open the door, but the door was locked. Somehow, it was locked. They didn't see any kind of lock, but they couldn't open the door. They looked around the room, and they still didn't see anything. And then, as if appearing out of nowhere, the old man stepped out from a shadow, and then he said, I've been expecting you. The boys did not know what to say. They stood silent for just a minute, and then the man said, you two are the bravest boys in all the woods. For years, the boys have been telling ghost stories about me, and I have been waiting for the bravest of the brave to come up here and see if the tales are true. Then James spoke up. Are they? Are they true? Do I look like a ghost? Said the man. I don't know. I've never seen a ghost, said Ash. Here. The man went back into the shadow and then came back out. And in his hand, he had 2 silver bars. and he placed them inside the hands of James and inside the hands of Ash. There. Now, you go back and tell your friends that I'm no ghost, that treasure isn't real. And they took the treasure, and they went back to their friends, and they told them all of what happened. What do you think their friends did? Do you think they believed them?
I don't know. I don't know.
They didn't. They didn't believe him at all. Nope. And they kept telling stories about the ghostly old man who lived up in the hollow, and if any kid were brave enough to face him, he'd give him treasure. And so, the treasure ghost old man story continued. Does that sound like a tall tale?
It doesn't sound too creepy.
Doesn't sound too creepy? Yeah, you guys, that story wasn't too creepy, but it was a little bit, you know?
Like,
but you know, that's how...
you.
Yeah, do you know that's how things work, though, with stories? Our ancestors, they used to sit around fires like this and tell stories like that. And then they would change the stories. Then their kids would tell the stories in the future, right? How would you change that story? If you told that story to your kids, would you change it a little bit?
I would make it scarier.
You'd make it scarier? That's how storytelling was done. They'd sit around the fire and they'd tell stories about maybe crazy things that they saw, and they'd put a little spin on it and exaggerate a little bit, and within, you know, a whole lot of time, you have a really crazy story. But the reality is, it's just an old man that gave out a silver bar. Alright, you guys, we better get in the box for it and get to bed. Alright, you guys. Excellent hearing them pretend like they're asleep. Alright, good night. Good night, you guys. 24-hour box fort. We are protected here with our box fort walls, right? We have the moon right through there. You can kind of see the little silvery right there. Yep. Alright, good night, you guys. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning, you guys. This right here is wild peppermint. It's growing here on our land. So, while the kids are asleep, I'm gonna make them a special treat so I can wake them up with wild peppermint tea. That ought to do it. Hey.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You want some tea?
Yes.
Wild mint tea. Got the kettle brewing here. You hear that? Boiling. Pick it up. There you go. Set it right there. Perfect.
some tea.
Axel. Axel. Axel, wake up. I got some tea for you. Axel is not a morning person, you guys. I'll be back when we get him up. There he is.
Staring.
He's over there, Uncle Boone. Here, try the tea. Have a sip. It's pretty good. Yummy? You can eat the mint too, right? Yep, that's Axel's favorite. When I make tea, Axel always eats all my mint. So what do you think? 24-hour box fort in the woods. Success?
We have to do this more often.
We need to do this more often? Yeah, you guys, this is great. And you guys, I want to encourage you guys. There's a lot of things you can do to help the environment, you guys. You can just recycle at home. That's a big help right there. There's many decisions that you can make to help the environment. But the number one decision you can make, you guys, is to actually develop a heartfelt relationship with your environment and with the natural environment that we want to protect, like the woods out here that we're in right now. We need to protect this. We grew our bodies in these environments, you guys, these natural environments, and our bodies need them, and they need us to help protect them for ourselves and for the other animals, right? For the panda bears,
Yes.
need to protect them pandas.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, well, remember, you guys, we love you. We think you're awesome, and we're so glad that you could join us on today's and yesterday's and last night's adventure. You guys get out. Use your imaginations to find creative ways to live your life and love everyone around you. No matter what you have, no matter where you are, you can have fun and enjoy your life just like you see us doing every day on these videos if you just use your imagination. And one more big thank you to EnviroKidz for sponsoring this video, you guys. All right, we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Box 4 says bye. Box 4 out.